gosh, you guys, emergency episode because Ariana Grande is once again getting a lot of backlash because of her relationship with Ethan Slater. Ethan Slater's ex-wife, Lilly Jay, wrote an open letter in The Cut, and it is not making Ariana and Ethan look any better. Honestly, it is refreshing the whole situation between all of them in everyone's minds, and they feel so bad for Lilly Jay. And we are going to spill on what Lilly had to say about her experience having her divorce be so public and watching her ex-husband date a celebrity. All right, let's rewind a bit for those who haven't been following this wild story. Last summer, headlines exploded with the news that Ariana Grande was not only divorcing her husband Dalton Gomez, but was also reportedly in a relationship with her Wicked co-star Ethan Slater. Fans were shocked and thought that there was no way the story could be true because they thought Ethan was married to Lilly Jay and they had just welcomed a baby together, but it did end up being true. Fans were shocked and the internet was on fire, and the backlash, oh, it was brutal. Ethan quickly became the target of countless memes. People just could not wrap their minds around the fact that Ariana, a global pop icon, was now romantically linked to him. And let's not forget, fans found out that Ariana had even spent time hanging out with Ethan and his wife Lilly and their baby before Ethan and Lilly officially split. So it wasn't making her look good at all that she had hung out with the two of them and then was now with Ethan. It gets worse when Ethan's wife seemed to come out to the press to address the situation, saying that she was blindsided by the whole thing, telling Page Six, "Ariana's the story really, not a girl's girl." Jay exclusively tells Page Six, "My family is just collateral damage." And to Daily Mail, she said, "I am focused on rebuilding a life for our son and rebuilding a life for him," she said. "This is what I am trying to do, and this is my only focus." Though it did come out later from TMZ that Lilly did regret these comments, as they wrote, "We're also told Lilly had assured Ethan she didn't know where various media leaks were emanating from, so he was more than surprised to read Thursday that Lilly spoke with Page Six, calling Ariana Grande not a girl's girl, adding her family was collateral damage." Sources tell us Lilly told Ethan she did not understand what it meant that she was on the record when she made the comments. To make matters worse, 1 week after news of him and Ariana had come out is when Ethan officially filed for divorce from Lilly. It was reported that Ariana lost around 350,000 followers on Instagram following the drama surrounding her relationship with Ethan. And when Ariana Grande's album came out this year, she once again was hit with backlash as the whole drama was brought up once again. And she did sit down for an interview with Zach Sang, where she did say that it was hard to see the person you love misunderstood by the public.
Is there anything you wish people knew?
About what?
Any of it? All of it? You? It's a two-handed grip, eh?
Plenty. We don't have enough time, but if you guys want to come to La Masseria one night, please let me know. We can get into all of it. No, I feel like we don't need to go into any specifics, but of course there's like an insatiable frustration, inexplicable, hellish feeling with watching people misunderstand the people you love and you and anything. That yeah, of course.
She further defended Ethan a few months ago when she told Vanity Fair it definitely doesn't get any easier seeing some of the negativity that was birthed by disreputable tabloids. Grande says, "Of course I went through a lot of life changes during the filming of this movie. A lot of people that were working on it did. We were away for 2 years, so of course I understand why it was a field day for the tabloids to sort of create something that paid their bills. The popular narrative," Grande says, "doesn't accurately reflect her and Slater's original story. The most disappointing part was to see so many people believe the worst version of it," she says. "That was definitely a tough ride." She went on to further defend him and his character and even talked about her own relationship to fame, saying, "There couldn't be a less accurate depiction of a human being than the one that the tabloids spread about him," says Grande. She disputes specific allegations, but tells me she will never go into certain details. Instead, she emphasizes her partner's strength of character. "No one on this earth tries harder or spreads themselves thinner to be there for the people that he loves and cares about There is no one on this earth with a better heart, and that is something that no BS tabloid can rewrite in real life. But now, Lilly is breaking her silence in a deeply personal and vulnerable open letter published in The Cut. And let me tell you, she's not holding back. She opens up about the heartbreak of losing her marriage to her high school sweetheart, saying she never really thought this would happen. She writes, "No one gets married thinking they'll get divorced in the same way we don't board a plane expecting to crash. But I really never thought I would get divorced, especially not just after giving birth to my first child, and especially not in the shadow of my husband's new relationship with a celebrity. In this season of shock and mourning, over a year after the end of my marriage was made public, I deeply miss the life of invisibility I created for myself as a psychologist specializing in women's mental health." Lilly reveals just how much of her life has changed, not only by the divorce, but also by being thrust into a public scandal talking about living a private life. She said that becoming a psychologist solidified her detachment from social media, but her partner was on a different career path. What she writes is just absolutely heartbreaking as she discusses her journey to motherhood with Ethan and choosing to move to a different country while he was filming Wicked as she was freshly postpartum. She said, "I knew all the statistics, how vulnerable a marriage is in the postpartum period, how vital community connection is in preventing depression and anxiety, how new parenthood impacts a whole family, but I confidently moved to another country with my 2-month-old baby and my husband to support his career. Consumed by the magic and mundanity of new motherhood, I didn't understand the growing distance between us." She writes how they have continued to parent the same despite their relationship ending, but that she can't escape some things like the promotion of the film that he was in, Wicked. She writes, "Slowly but surely, I have come to believe that in the absence of the life I planned with my high school sweetheart, a lifetime of sweetness is waiting for me and my child. While our partnership has changed, our parenthood has not. Both of us fiercely love our son 100% of the time, regardless of how our parenting time is divided. As for me, days with my son are sunny. Days when I can't escape the promotion of a movie associated with the saddest days of my life are darker." It's sad to read how much this all has affected her and to hear how it's in her mind that this all has affected her work as well. As she writes, "It's hard to measure an absence, and I can't say for sure how much my career has been impacted by what's out there online, but there have been hints along the way, like the job offer that dissolved without explanation after yet another tabloid news cycle, or the patient who's scheduled for a first appointment but seemingly vanishes. On my darker days, I railed against the unfairness of a public divorce, asking my therapist, we're all just a Russian nesting doll of therapists supporting therapists, who would trust a cardiologist who had a heart attack because they never got an EKG. Of course, I am not owed anything, whether it be a job or the privilege of being any given person's psychologist. Still, even as someone who spent years researching how people respond to ambiguity, I hate not knowing if the way my story has been told has impacted my opportunity to help others sort through their stories." She's constantly reminded of the situation, not just by the headlines, but obviously by the massive billboards and trailers for Wicked, and more recently, people were even starting to like Ariana and Ethan together because of all of the press that they were doing and them being seen on the carpet, and videos of Ethan have gone around recently where he was talking to fans and people started to say things like, "This video just changed my whole opinion of him. He seems so sweet. Ari, I now see what you've been seeing the whole time. Well, I fear I'm conflicted." And this was the video that had people saying that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Ethan, can you stop by Big Apple?
Sure.
Is it possible for you to get this to Ari for me?
I think she'll be coming if you want, but I can do that.
Yeah?
Do you want me to?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Pretty please.
Yeah, of
I
course.
would really appreciate that.
Sure. She'll love it. I'm sure she'll love it.
Can we take a selfie?
Yeah.
On her
Wait, on your
That's
phone.
fine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
How's that?
Thank you so much.
There was also another video where he was walking out to the Jennifer Hudson show and people also started to like him because of this video.
Ethan Slater is the musicals we see. Ethan Slater is wicked for me. Ethan Slater is the musicals we see. Ethan Slater is wicked for me.
But I fear after this article, that's changed as people just feel for Lilly. Fans are rallying around her, flooding social media with messages of support, with people saying that she's handling this better than they ever could. And the poor girl is gonna have to witness this all over again one more time because Wicked Part 2 is coming out next year. hopefully after that she can live in some peace, not having to hear about her ex-husband and his celebrity girlfriend in every store she's probably walking into, because literally there's wicked clothing, food products, anything that you can think of they've made for this film. So hopefully once it's all out there, she can live in peace again. But what do you guys think about all of this? What Lilly had to say and the whole situation in general? I want to hear your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.